Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, it's December 11th, 1:37. Call the meeting to order.
Commissioners have had the opportunity to review the agenda and have no conflicts requiring recusal or abstention. Commissioner McPherson?
Yes.
Commissioner Taki?
Yes.
Commissioner Henry? Yes.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
For a second. Second. Is there any discussion? No discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None being? Motion carries. Item number 4. Public comments.
Nothing here today.
There's no public comments today?
No.
Nope. Okay. Item number 5.
Recommend board approve the 2025-2028 employer working agreement with our technical and professional group.
Is there any discussion? Everybody have a chance to review this and the union voted in favor of it, and this is, everybody's in agreement?
Yes.
And this was after how many negotiations?
How many sessions?
Sessions, yeah.
I would say it's probably 8, 9 sessions.
So everybody's happy on both sides? Somebody got something out of it, like they're supposed to go?
Successful negotiations means no one's happy, but we have an agreement.
I always thought, so every both sides, somebody gets something, they get something, they come to a happy medium.
I can't speak for the union.
Okay.
They ratified it, so I think that's their voice.
And it's a 2-year, 3-year?
Goes till 2028.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None being, motion carries. Good job on getting that done.
Thanks. I'll let the team know.
Okay. Vacation.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's on vacation.
I saw him on the news yesterday. He was here yesterday.
No, yeah, that was remote.
That was remote?
Yeah, that was remote.
Oh, okay. It looked like he was somewhere.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
It didn't look like that. It looked like he was,
His stepdaughter's graduating.
telegraph somewhere.
Yeah.
Fool me.
Well, they can snow down there once in a while.
Every now and then.
Mountains, and they don't know what to do with it.
Good for him.
All right, well, good job on getting that done. I know it was a lot of work back and forth. But it's done and we're good till 2028. So good job, Pam.
Thank you.
Okay, item number 6. Minutes of November 2025.
So moved.
Is there the movement support? Is there any discussion? No questions on any of the? Okay. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? None being, motion carries. Item number 7, disbursements. A, B, what is it, A, B, and C, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anybody have any questions on the, invoices?
Oh, so moved.
Thank you.
A second?
Support.
Is there any discussion on the invoices? None? None, you don't have any, where we want to have them itemized?
So my question is, considering, potentially updating this report to include, maybe like a contract number or something for items that may exceed a certain dollar value. But I don't necessarily think that, I don't have a recommended policy update at this time, but just curious about how we determine the level of additional detail in these reports that you receive.
Let me have a conversation with Tim. We'll try something a little different, see what I feel like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because some of these would just be POs, but
Yeah.
some that are tied to contracts, we can probably, you know, that it's the sweeping contract or.
Specifically, she got a question on item, 515, on page, 11, 28, 25, page 1 of 2, Um,
7A,
yeah,
7A.
7A, Detroit Training Center, for training.
That's for CDLs, right?
Right, but if you, I think if like at the, for the project description, if you were to put down like CDL or something, how many people come in or something?
And there's two separate line items, so not sure why it may not be one. So, but I see the numbers are, it says the check numbers are the same, so.
Well, you see that in when it says payment description, that they're different. So one's contracted services, another one is training. So while they're at Detroit Training Center, they're getting paid for their training. So we reimburse them for the wages that they're paid. And so that's the contracted services. And the training is actually the instruction of the class. So even though they're going to the same vendor, they're for two separate purposes, and we get billed separately for it. And that's why it's listed that way.
Excellent. And do they do this during like working hours?
Well, they're not our employees yet. We have an offer to them, but they have to get this training they have to have a CDL yet. So we have an agreement that, and they're also, the reason it's billed out this way is because we can apply for grants sometime for reimbursement for that training. And so we have to show a separate invoice. So there's a couple different reasons that it's done that way, but it works out to the road commission's advantage if we can get the grant and then we're refunded for the training, or we're reimbursed for the training once they complete it.
What is the ratio of those that complete the training that we actually hire?
100%.
100%.
Otherwise, they owe it back to us.
It's like a scholarship loan agreement or something.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And it was 2 people. So that's just 2 people were there. And the traffic signal technician. We're hiring for the traffic signal department.
How long is that training for CDO typically?
We'd like to have it done in 4 to 5 weeks. So it's fairly quick and very aggressive. So it's 2 weeks in the classroom, and then they have to do a certain number of hours on the road. So it really depends the number of hours they can get in on the road. And then there's there's 2 tests in between there. Then they have to go for the test, for the driving test to actually pass with a state licensed certification instructor or trainer. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Any other questions on the disbursements? A, B, and C? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item number 8, permits.
Let's recommend board approve the permits as submitted by staff.
So moved. There a second?
Support.
Supported. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? None being, motion carries. Item number 9.
A, B, C, D, and E. It's recommended board adopt the resolutions for retirement accommodations for the employees listed, and we have two of them here.
Awesome.
So moved.
Is there any discussion? So we'd like you to read it, have them come up.
All right.
George.
George, you're on, George.
George.
I object.
George D. Termel has served as labor new hire, labor 2, skilled labor 1, and tandem float driver. George Termel has been a valued employee of the Road Commission for Oakland County since January 4th, 1993, and he served the Road Commission citizens of Oakland County for 33 years to his retirement on January 1st, 2026. Now therefore be it resolved that the board extends to George its sincere appreciation for dedicated service and best wishes in retirement.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
No, this can't be true. You push yourself a little bit. Thank you so much. Perfect.
We'd like you to say a few words on, how you started, how you lasted 33 years, and how you've seen it grow and.
It's been a long run. My dad used to say nothing's constant but change, and boy, is that true. You know, all you guys probably know, been here a while. You look back at just the equipment alone that we had. You know, we used to have to raise the box up on the truck going down the road to ship the salt back, and now it's all just, you know, that
Yeah.
without lifting the box up.
And what project did you start in?
Which was?
When you first started here, where'd you
Oh,
start
I
at?
always was in Southfield for winter maintenance.
Okay.
But the first 3 years I was in District 5. A lot of people never heard of District 5. That one. It was bridge crew and forestry, actually. And I was on the bridge crew for 2 years with people. But every winter I was in Southfield. That's all. Rather than farming.
So you took care of telegraph?
No, M5.
All right.
Probably ran every route.
How are they gonna operate without you?
At least one. Don't get that. I'm number 10419.
Well, we appreciate your years of dedication you
Thank you.
put at the road commission. Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, appreciate it. Remember Mary from the bridge crew, actually.
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I got pictures of us putting rewrite in Newman Road project.
Back when we were young.
Just younger.
All right, now,
I just went there with Dennis.
I'm George.
Dennis, thank you.
Yeah.
Jay.
I told you, you stay away. I'm good. Do you want to come back as a help?
I could be bought.
thank you, everybody.
Good luck, George.
If we need to call you in, are you available?
Yeah, I'm available.
George.
Thank you.
The number you dialed is in this.
All right, next we have, James H. Miller. Go ahead, Dennis.
Well, the only one that's here is Pam, so we're just gonna.
And we can slide right by that one. Trust me.
Pamela M. Cahill has served as Director of Human Resources, whereas Pam M. Cahill has been a valued employee of the Road Commission for Oakland County since January 3rd, 2012. And whereas she has served the Road Commission and citizens of Oakland County for 14 years to her retirement on January 1st, 2026. Now therefore be resolved that the board extends to Pamela M. Cahill its sincere appreciation for her dedicated service. Best wishes on her retirement.
No pressure or anything, Pam. Thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay, Chris.
Perfect.
Thanks, sir.
So Pam, is say a few words of when you started 14 years ago and what's changed?
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed?
No, not a negative change at all. I just want to thank you for the opportunity. You know, it's been great
Yeah.
working with Dennis and Gary. They're so supportive and they listen, and working with all the directors and everyone here. I mean, every job has its good and its bad, but this job has a lot of good.
With human resources, everybody's healthcare, they go through you, retirement and pensions and all that. You're the one they look to.
No, my team is the one that.
Well, but you're overseeing it, but that's a big job you have, and that's big shoes to get. So
We'll find somebody.
yeah.
We'll find somebody.
Now, how many belly buttons do we have in our that you're responsible for?
Just 7, not
Yeah.
not a huge crew, but
Yeah.
a productive crew, so that's good.
Yeah.
And
Do a good job.
try to do a good job. So again, thank you to everybody. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you.
Appreciate you all.
Yeah.
We need to read Kimberly McIntosh's, or
Well, I don't think, if they're not here, we just send it to them.
so we have a delivery guy take it to them, or how they give it.
Right. Well,
Has it?
Kim has it.
Yeah, it was delivered.
Sometimes they do like to come to the,
One of our couriers will take it to her.
well, she's already got it.
Oh, she already has it?
it.
And then Terry Beecher, his as well, he put in, or let's read how many. James, yeah, Kimberly McIntosh. One put in almost 30 years, 49 years, yep. All right, well, we appreciate their years of service. Okay, we'll go on to item number, 10.
10, we can do A through P. Recommend board adopt the resolutions accepting the deeds and easements for recording for the parcels and the projects listed.
So.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? On being, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? On being, motion carries. Item number 11.
We can do A and B. Is recommend board adopt the resolutions granting concept approval for Hickory Creek West and Shadow Wood.
So moved.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any, discussion? On being, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? On being, motion carries. Item number, 12.
Recommend board adopt the resolution making its notice of the determination and accepting the streets in Commerce Township.
Support.
That's the move and support. Is there any discussion? I have a question. When he named these streets, this is just a developer coming in to do it, or is there, do they ever want to change names of streets?
Oh, rarely do they change a name. It's part of the approved plat.
Right, and they're usually working with, they're usually working with the local community as well in terms of the proposed street names.
Yeah.
It's still probably to start with the developer, but it's a conversation.
I'm bringing this up because I got a phone call from the mayor of Farmington Hills, Mayor Rich, and she wanted to have like a sidebar name for Cedric.
We're working on it.
Okay. Would that be part of like this, or how's that work?
No, we're just gonna put it up. Like we have the adopt the road signs. We're gonna do that. So it's not gonna be board action. We'll set it, we'll put it up. And then typically, what is it, Danielle? A year or two, then we take them down. We've run across this before.
Yeah.
Then we have a press release and all that?
Yeah.
And you'll notify us, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and typically when we take the sign down, we give it to
The
the family.
family.
The family gets it.
Okay. So the mayor reached out to you then, and then, or how did?
No, she talked to me when we were at the, Southfield Garage.
Okay.
We named and Gary and I talked, and talked about how to do it.
Awesome, thank you. All in favor, say aye. Okay, all in favor, say aye. Are we gonna do a roll call? Okay,
Yes.
roll call?
Commissioner McPherson?
Yes.
Commissioner Osaki?
Yes.
Commissioner Henry? Yes.
We're on item number 13.
Recommend board adopt a resolution of amending our 2026 budget by reclassifying an engineering technician to a civil engineer 2 in the signal systems within the traffic safety department.
So moved.
Support.
So movement supported. Is there any discussion? What's the reason that we're, are the benefit or pros and cons? Is it,
Well, an engineering technician merely created traffic signal drawings. And because of federal aid requirements for all of our projects, we need more expertise in handling a lot of that work. So there's probably doing fewer designs and doing more project management with the supervisor. So the increased knowledge and experience and responsibility is what we're looking for. So it still remains within the bargaining unit, it's just different classification.
all in favor, say aye.
I have
Aye.
another question.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Does that impact the budget at all? Or?
It does, it does. It will go to a different
A grade,
pay grade, yeah.
but there's enough room within the budget. That's
Okay. Yeah,
So the pay is gonna be more or less?
it'll be more.
That's good.
Yeah, it'll be more.
Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None being, motion carries. Item number 14.
recommend board approve the contract authorization on our 2025 concrete patch program.
So moved.
The movement is supported. Is there any discussion? No discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None being, motion carries. Item number 15.
Recommend board approve the agreement with Springfield Township for approach paving at Radley Lake and Bridge Lake Road.
So moved.
First.
The moved and supported. Is there any discussion? None being? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None being? Motion carries. Item number 16.
Recommend board approve the amendment to the task order agreement with Hubble Rough and Clark on our Pontiac Trail project.
Support.
So moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Is this the average cost? So they want another 132,000 more, is what this is saying?
That's correct. This is for a task order amendment for an additional $132,000 for the consultant. This is in response to, and so in working with the city of South Lyon and getting this project designed, the city has requested some additional elements being incorporated into the project that are outlined in your packet, including some additional drainage improvements, some minor widening to accommodate a right turn lane, and as well as some additional drainage improvements on the north side. So this helps accommodate that additional design work.
Okay, and we couldn't do this in-house?
Right now, this is currently contracted. The design is being consulted out, and they're on the last leg to get this project out the door.
So we slow down a little bit right now, don't we, our engineers?
Yep, this is the peak season for our design group. Their heads are down and busy getting plans out the door. They use this time of year to get plans out, so it's out for bid and advertised for bid for contractors to bid on, so we can start next season.
But if we hired another engineer, that's about the cost that an engineer gets paid, ain't it? For a year's salary?
You'd need more than one engineer here for this one.
It's a big project, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of our bigger projects.
How long was it gonna take? This was a large project from my recollection, correct?
This is a large project, so it's definitely a full season. There might be some utility coordination, and traffic signal, well, there will be traffic signal work that'll extend beyond just one season.
Yeah.
But this project right now is estimated in the $10 million range, so it's a relatively large project.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, none being, motion carries. Item number 17.
We can do A through D. It's recommended board approve the winter maintenance agreements with the cities listed.
So moved.
Support?
The moved and supported. Is there any discussion? None being, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 18.
18A, receive bids for 5 pickup trucks and board awarded to Varsity Sport.
So moved.
Support?
The moved and supported. Is there any discussion? No discussion? Is it gonna be the red color, white color?
Let's see. I believe 4 of them will be red and 1 will be white. Superintendent's trucks are white.
Okay. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None being? Motion carries. Item number,
B, received bids for our SCATS regional software maintenance and license, and it's recommended board award it to sole bidder transfer.
So moved.
wait a second.
Support.
The move to support, is there any discussion? Nobody else wanted to bid on it, or?
No, this is, we had put this out for bid earlier and somebody did bid on it, but they were not a qualified vendor to supply this type of software, so we rejected it, went back out for rebid, and Transcore was the one that was qualified to bid on it. They've been a supplier for us for over 32, 33 years. So they're qualified to have it and to supply it.
If I recall correctly, that past bidder, they didn't have like the licensing or something?
No, they did not. They were not a register, or not, what's the word I'm looking for, a distributor of the software in the United States, because the software actually comes from Australia. They were not a registered distributor. Transport is.
Is there any other discussion? No. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Item number 19.
19A, it's recommended board approve the My Deal purchase of a large signal boom truck from Altech Industries.
So moved.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? No discussion?
What does it mean, like, it's obviously a little bit over what we budgeted for. Where does that come from?
So we'll look at them near the end of the fiscal year, and I balance the budget. So you will see directors will be putting through appropriation transfers occasionally during the year to balance these things out. But typically we wait on large equipment because some things come in a little lower, some a little higher, and then we can do one and wrap it all up.
And they're gonna outfit all this? We're not gonna,
Yes, they do all the outfitting.
it'll all be, all included, we're not gonna try to add stuff?
Yeah, we get what's in the specs. If
Okay.
there's anything we have to add, we do that after the fact, but there shouldn't be any.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None being, motion carries. Item number 19B.
It's recommended board approve the Sourcewell contract purchase of a wheel loader from McAllister Cat.
It's a bucket.
Yeah, just a bucket, I'm sorry, just a bucket.
It's been moved and supported.
Thank you.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number C.
Recommend board approve the Sourcewell contract purchase of a medium-duty dump truck from Reefer Peterbilt.
So moved.
Support.
Been moved and supported. Is there any discussion?
Nice under budget, right?
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None being, motion carries. Okay. Item number 20.
Recommend board refer the litigation to the legal department.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? So what's going on here?
There's an amendment proposed to a plat. So this plat, when it was laid out, had a utility easement that went across several properties, and the property owners wanted to move that easement. So it doesn't involve the road commission. The reason why we're named in the litigation is any statute that, or any proposal to amend a plat is required by statute to name the road commission, so we can take a look at it and see if it's gonna affect our roads or not. And this one isn't. So it's gonna be
In-house.
yeah, it's already almost wrapped up.
Okay, thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. None being, motion carries. Item number 21.
Okay, I have Drew Dunsky from Risk Management Division. Do a presentation on some of our insurances.
Good afternoon.
Hey.
You hear me okay? Good.
I know. You hit the wrong one, I'm sorry. Sorry, Drew.
I'm here today to give you an overview of our property and casualty insurance program. Go ahead. First, let's go. Can you put it into
Yep.
PowerPoint mode? Please. It's right up there. Okay, much better. Go over some terms that I'm going to use in the presentation. First, an SIR, self-insured retention. That's the amount of the claim that's paid by the self-insured prior to any insurance company payments. A TPA, a third-party administrator, service provider who administers claims on behalf of the self-insured. Follow form. That's when the terms and conditions of an underlying insurance policy are followed and used in the excess for the policy that stands above that. And deductible, that's the amount of the claim the policyholder is responsible for prior to a claim payment being made. First, we'll cover our insurance policies, casualty policies with excess coverage. The first one is workers' compensation and employer's liability. That's a $750,000 self-insured retention, which is administered by our TPA. And within that amount of the $750,000, we also are required to maintain state authorized self-insurance certification, which we have successfully renewed for 45 years, dating back to 1980 here at the Road Commission. The limit on that, there's two parts to workers' compensation. Part A is the statutory coverage, which is the unlimited benefits of wage loss, medical, vocational rehabilitation, and related expenses. And Part B is the employer's liability, the $2 million coverage. On top of that $2 million is a $5 million follow form excess policy. And then on top of that $5 million is another $5 million excess follow form policy, with first one's with HDI and the second one is with the personal care of excess coverage insurance. Next line of coverage is our auto liability, which includes our Michigan no-fault and third-party liability. That carries $150,000 self-insured retention. Just like workers' compensation, that also requires state-authorized self-insurance certification, which also for 45 consecutive years, we've been successfully renewed. Then comes our law enforcement liability coverage. That's to cover our 2 waymasters that we have at the Road Commission, $150,000 self-insured retention. Our general liability coverage, which covers roads defects, potholes, $150,000 SIR. Public entity errors and omissions, that's similar in the private sector to D&O, directors and officers coverage, but in the public entity realm. And then rounding out here, we'll have the employment practices liability coverage. That's for claims of discrimination by employees or violations of the Elliott Larson Civil Rights Act with 150 self-insured retention. All 5 of those items roll up into a policy with Old Republic Insurance for $10 million of primary excess, and then the $5 million on top of that, hold tight, $5 million on top of that with HDI and the 5 on top of that for a total of $20 million, which is just an incredible program that we're able to put together here at the Road Commission. Next is our fiduciary liability. It does have some excess coverage. This is an insured program with a $10,000 deductible. Its purpose here is to cover the 6 Road Commission retirement benefit plans. And has a $5 million limit policy with a $5 million, excess with Hudson, Chubb, and Hudson. Next is our casualty coverage with no excess. The first one is our storage tank liability with a $250,000 insured deductible. This is covers the insurance for the 12 underground storage tanks that we have at the garages that maintain our gasoline and diesel fuel, and is required by the state of Michigan to comply with their how they phrase it, their financial responsibility requirement, they call it. Next is our cyber coverage. Has a $100,000 self-insured retention and a limit of $3 million. We buy this to protect against against ransomware attacks and cyber extortion are the 2 exposures that we have here. Next is our property coverage. Property and boiler for buildings, equipment, and catastrophic physical damage for our trucks has a $100,000 deductible and an $80 million policy limit with Chubb Insurance. And finally, our final coverage here is our crime coverage. Has a $10,000 insured deductible and a $1 million policy limit. This covers employee fidelity, theft, dishonesty, and social engineering, also known as phishing with a PH. That's my presentation. I do want to make, if you indulge me here for a minute, to explain, this is an incredibly comprehensive program that we've been able to place to protect the Road Commission. And truly, this would not be here today if the Road Commission, both our current leadership and prior leadership, didn't start and maintain, and it's woven into the fabric of the organization, our Safety First program, where safety is number 1 here. And I sell the underwriters on that program. And that's why at relatively reasonable rates, we're able to put such a comprehensive and overwhelmingly complete insurance program that we should all be proud of here at the Road Commission. And it starts with every employee that works here. You hear safety, safety, safety. And this is the result, one of the end results, being able to buy a comprehensive program like we're able to do consistently. That's all I have. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice report.
Thank you.
Other business on 21, this is risk management today.
Just risk management today, and customer service next year.
Item number, do we need to make a motion to approve that?
Nope.
Okay. Item number 22, new business.
I have one item, Mr. Chairman. Recommend board adopt a resolution for the update to the RCOC retirement healthcare plan document to reflect the changes in CBAs. So move. Support.
The moved and supported. Is there any discussion? None being, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Any other new business from the commissioners? I do notice the banners going up on the vehicle, so I do appreciate that. So that's 80% completed,
Yeah, there's just a few more left.
50 more left.
Yeah, there's just a few more.
Okay.
Because they were covered with snow.
It looks nice pulling in the parking lot, seeing them on there, so thank you for addressing that. And the first snowstorm, we went out about with no hiccups, besides a couple accidents.
There's always some hiccups. I mean, it's always a challenge, but again, I'd chase George down the parking lot if we could get him back. But it's a long slog. The questions now is people talk about their subdivisions are all packed in. I snow blower my driveway last night, and I had trouble just because it was kind of an icy mix. So it's weather. We deal with it. We're used to it all the time, but it is challenging for all of us, and the trucks have a tough life, so it's always a kind of a battle of keeping them up.
Now, who's the one that makes the call? That's time to
We always call Dennis at 3 o'clock in the morning. No, what we do there is we rotate through we'll call it a position called the snow duty officer. So myself, Daryl Hyde, the director, and we have a few other staff members. Mary gets the joy of doing that superintendent training. We put in that position now, so we rotate a week at a time to be that person, basically get blamed for when things go awry. But
So I'm sure sometimes you might go out too early and overreact, and you probably
never. No, it's always exactly right. No, I mean, we do talk about, like, in July when you watch weather forecasts, and it's often wrong, right? When you watch the news and everything. Same thing applies in winter. So even with all the technology that's around, when is it going to start? 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, great, but it's 6 in the morning. It starts at 10 o'clock. So trying to time that out is usually the biggest challenge. Once the snow is here, once we are in, we can react to it a little, add trucks as needed. But it's always the start time. And sometimes it's regional. One area of the county gets hit harder than the other, and
Did you get it right?
yeah.
It feels good when you get it right.
Yeah.
Right.
I did it for a number of years, so it feels good when you're successful.
And you did a great job, Dennis.
But what happens? What happens when there's a fault where like we thought it was going to be bigger than it was, and we went at it hard. Just better be safe than sorry, right?
Well, yeah, sometimes that will happen if you are expecting a major snow event to start, and usually it's the weekday rush hour, so that's the most critical time for us. If you're anticipating it, starting, before the start of the shift, you got to react to that. And that was one thing early on in my, role in that, how long it actually takes to call people from home to, imagine that you get a phone call in the middle of the night, you have to get up, get dressed, pack a lunch, drive to however long it takes you to get there. So it's usually a couple hours to get these people to get in from home, even if they're expecting. So you have to play that angle.
When they get there, they're going to pre-trip their truck, get loaded.
Yeah, so you're generally two hours plus until we get, trucks on the roof from the time to make the call. So we have to, whether it's right or wrong, we have to make that decision hours ahead of time. And sometimes we nail it, and sometimes, Mother Nature changes for us. So.
And do we have a cost on when we say, okay, time to hit the road? We know it's going to cost us this. Do we have like a
Well, we got the full run number.
I mean, Edward, just in my mind, I want to say, hey, when they go out, it's costing the road commission.
It hit, well, that number has grown, as you can imagine. I think it's up to like $40-some thousand an hour for having everybody.
So once you make the call, it's 40, figure 40,000.
We're calling everybody
Even if you
in.
call it off, what's the,
Well, you get a 3-hour
How many
call,
hours?
they get a 3-hour.
3 hours?
So,
Okay.
120, okay.
So,
Yeah, we're usually not in that mode. It's usually not that wrong that we, bring
Right.
everybody and have to send everybody right back
But
home.
there's different levels of coverage where when we're full run, we're what, about 109 or 10
Yep,
trucks?
109 is the.
109
full
trucks. Depending on the time of day and what the snow event is, we could be called in 60 trucks. It depends on what coverage is called, and if you're looking for some interesting reading, the winter maintenance guidelines spell all that out. But it's,
And then when we didn't get it and it's iced up now, how do we, it's all,
Yeah, so much like your driveway, when you get home tonight, when we are now tackling the subs that got all packed down and are going in today, and then most of the day tomorrow, be, applying some of that stuff. Now we're putting piles of snow and ice right back in somebody's driveway after they cleared it. So that's usually the public outcry is, you're not getting to me soon enough, and then when we do, you piled me in again. So that's just living in a winter environment.
and we've had some winter events where the temperature dropped so drastically that we haven't been able to get around yet, and then that hard pack freezes on, and that's just almost impossible to get up. We need some sunshine to help with that. We've had that happen on a couple of occasions through the years.
I mean, on a smaller scale, if you're used to shoveling your own driveway, if somebody has driven the car a couple times across it, that's a lot harder to get up. Same thing applies, to our trucks, yeah. So.
and the first snow is always the challenge, right? The first call.
The first snow is always a challenge for the motorists. They all forget how to drive in it. So that's usually, you get those, we often say that the big events are somewhat, easier for us in a way because people know it's snowing. They're trying to drive through, slush. It's the 1-inchers that usually cause most of the spin outs and everything.
Or the ongoing ones are the challenge. If we get 8 inches of snow, it comes, dumps 8 inches of snow, and leaves. Then we can get around and get it cleaned up when it goes for a few days, even if it's
another inch tomorrow.
Even if it's not, another inch or two tomorrow, and then another inch or two tomorrow, and that's what taxes the employees and then tax the equipment.
Well, we've adjusted things. I know we've talked before here about the back road contractors, so we've deployed them a few times, and that was something that 20 plus whatever years ago, we never would have, they would have waited. So this is something that just gets the roads open. They're not perfectly clean, but cars can get by and emergency vehicles can get in there.
Buses.
Yeah, schools can be open and everything. Some of these, outlying rural communities, schools close because the back roads are not open. The main roads are fine, but so, we've modified over the years and
We've adjusted.
I think, worked out pretty well.
Thank you for, the explanation. And I want to recognize the whole road commission, for the dedication for Cedric over at the, Southfield Garage. That was a nice thing that everybody did. It was coincidence. It was on his birthday. The priest had some nice things to say his dad. All the employees there, it was great. That was great. So thank you for, doing that. And I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and enjoy the holidays.
Clean out snow.
We'll be,
January 8th.
thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas. Meeting adjourned.
No,
Agenda.
for the HR, meeting. Sorry. Report, had my hopes up there. Yeah. Oh, you'll have a brand new.
I Mitchell, he was interesting, but he nailed his first call out and then he didn't.
Well, yeah. Doesn't take long to get. Yeah, I'm already better at it. or not, if you have. Yeah. So, 'cause